Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Rutgers offense is on the field for the first time today. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I love this because you got second really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting a run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. It's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the end.
And he's running in the open. That's the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, probably looks like another receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup might be, too. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive role, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving them, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big
stats. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They're going to throw it again. Makes the grab. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield striker at 49. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Racing to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? What a move to get room. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
You got it in the middle. It's Wallace. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to move it through the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Scarlet Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
Makes the catch on the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 34.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
Hit the afterburners, kid. The 40. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 33.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game. You just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Trying to find his man on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off play action. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Pulls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, big juke to get past. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Here we go. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring. Woo! Son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you're risking running right by you and catching the deep ball, or you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
He's got his man. Excellent job walking through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! Reeled it in and just made the house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that team.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Finding Fielded in the end zone, it's Durham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So LSU's offense will take the field for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on it early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Here comes the option. Keeps it and gets the first down. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many...
He's off to the races. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give out of the gun. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. Gets him down at the 26. Big
get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he puts through the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
LSU quick to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to him. Makes his man miss.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. They've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Durham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Penn State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to...
And they got him for a sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, getting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Finds a man on the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Cricket.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse.
Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble. How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visit. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk. What do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Play action here on first down. On the junior gets home, making a sack there.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Tough position, second and long from their own 12. To the air, it's Outlier. Pressure is coming. And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. And here comes the punter onto the field. see if he can make a play on this return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And you heard him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Quarterback drops back. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. To the air. It's Outlier. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Touchdown, Penn State. This quarterback on fire today.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Makes the catch downfield. The timeout is called. Talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Outlier. Lets it go quickly. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown. Fighting Illini. Let's see if this worker can breathe a little bit of life into this
touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
That's complete downfield. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. Chance to really turn this game around, adding to momentum after scoring just before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. To stretch the lead, the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job with this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be... Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Here's a wide-open receiver complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The Nittany Lions hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Touchdown, Penn State. And the beatdown continues. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And, Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
42 Spider.
The throw. It's Altmaier. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back, and I think one thing...
The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game, and this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. Caught over the middle. It's Cross. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.